So the first set of icon swaps will be coming to FIFA 21 soon, and in this video today we're going to preview it, we're going to talk about release date and what to expect from it this year. If you need to get your hands on some coins to improve your ultimate team, then check out the link in the description, igvault.com, and if you use the code Kieron at checkout, you'll get yourself a pretty nice discount. So before we get into how it could be for FIFA 21, let's briefly mention how icon swaps has worked in the past. So essentially, we have to earn tokens, and we can do this by completing objectives. I believe some were given out for completing SBCs, and also, I think you earned 1 or 2 in the past by getting X rank in squad battles. I don't think they'll do that anymore. I think they're all going to be purely objectives with the new system, but yeah, essentially that is how it works. We've got to earn these tokens, and then we can use said tokens to submit into an SBC that will give you a reward, and the reward options vary depending on how many tokens you submit. So some icons costed around like 6 tokens, and the best ones obviously cost up to 23. And also we've seen other reward options. There is icon packs normally, it probably will be a base icon pack, and there's also just other pack rewards available as well. So you don't have to just unlock these just to unlock the select icons we've been given the option of. You could just, you know, go for a pack instead and maybe get a bit lucky. You probably won't, so I wouldn't advise that, but yeah, it's certainly an option. So, when will icon swaps in FIFA 21 be? It's officially coming in December. We know that for sure because, as you can see from this screenshot here taken from the EA website, they literally announced that it is coming in December. But when will that be? I think there's a good chance it's going to be this Friday. And the reason I think that is because footmas normally starts in the second week of December. So I actually think we could see the first icon swaps this week, and it would make sense as well because we've just had a really short promo this past weekend with the Black Friday stuff, and yeah, there don't look to be too much going on this week. It's the start of December. I think it would make perfect sense for it to begin this week, and it also, you know, lines up well with the next gen release as well, and the new icon David Beckham, who maybe could feature in this icon swaps as well. Obviously we all get that free version of him, and what we do if we've played FIFA already, but yeah, it all just ties together, or at least does in theory anyway. So I think there's a good chance that icon swap starts this Friday. I might be wrong with that, but I'm not claiming that to be official or anything like that. That's just a pure guess. It just makes sense in my head. Alternatively, it could be later in the month, but yeah, I think it's going to be this week. It's also worth noting something at the bottom here. No specific version of an icon released through an SBC will be released again through icon swaps and vice versa. So we've already had 6 icons put into the game via SBCs. None of them will be in icon swaps, which is pretty interesting. So what kind of players can we expect to see in the first batch of icon swaps? Well, this is what we had for icon swaps 1 in FIFA 20. Now, we have got to bear in mind this was released like in the second month of the game, so the options looking back on them don't look too great, but at the time these cards actually looked really good. And that Pep Guardiola, he was very cheap to get, and he was very effective for the first few months of the game. So yeah, some pretty interesting items on the screen right now. Now, I'm hoping this year's batch is going to be a bit better because obviously it's being released later in the year, and ultimately icon swaps 1 is probably going to end around Team of the Year time, or well, it will be after Team of the Year time. So yeah, we're going to need some pretty good cards in icon swaps to keep it interesting, because as soon as Team of the Year comes around, you know, the power curve in FIFA does change a little bit, especially when it comes to talking about champs. So yeah, I feel like we're going to need some pretty strong icons in the selection, and I am going to do an icon swap prediction in a separate video, so make sure you look out for that. So if you're not subscribed to this channel already, make sure you do that and look out for my icon swaps prediction, which will probably come at some point this week. So also, alongside there being a better selection of icons this year, I'm also hoping that, you know, the way we unlock the tokens is going to be a bit different too. And I think for most part it will be. I do believe most of them are going to be unlockable in the live foot friendlies, which is great. Last year, I gotta say, I really did not enjoy the grind where you had to unlock half of the tokens by playing squad battles, and it just wasn't that fun. For someone like me, I just, squad battles just bores me so much now. I actually enjoyed it in previous years, but this year yeah, it's just not that fun. I did get top 100 at the start, but after that weekend of just hammering it, I generally haven't played it for a rank since, which is kind of mad. But anyway, I don't want to see objectives like last year where you've got to you know, use 10 players from X nation, and you've got to win on X difficulty. That was just really boring. If you're going to put them in, you know, like squad battles, make sure it's like squad battles or rivals. That would be absolutely fine. So if you're not going to do foot friendlies, then do that year, please, because yeah, squad battles, especially the amount you had to play, it was just very, very tedious in previous FIFAs. Now, I know some of you would like that, some of you play squad battles a lot, but I think the majority would really enjoy the option to play in another game mode. Now, going back to players who could potentially be chosen to be one of the rewards for this promo, what about Beckham? Now, hear me out here. Baby icons go out of packs very soon. They're not going to be available in the new year, and I believe they leave packs in December when the primes come into packs. So, in theory, Baby Beckham might not be on the market much at all. So, because of that, is there a chance that this base icon Beckham card could be an icon swap, so there is a way of people being able to attain it? I think there's a good choice, and once again, that would tie in well with icon swaps launching on Friday, because that's the day that Beckham actually comes into the game. So could he actually launch as an icon swap reward? That would be pretty big, and it would really generate some hype around the promo too. So yeah, it's a pretty good idea. Hopefully EA go for it. And for those of you who weren't aware, base icons are going out with packs soon, and they actually leave mid-December according to the EA website. So yeah, they've only got about 2 more weeks in circulation in packs. Obviously, you'll still be able to pack them throughout the year using the base icon packs, but you won't be able to pack them, in normal packs, if that makes sense. I think it does. So unless Beckham does actually get an icon swap card, yeah, there's a very good chance that his base icon is going to be very, very rare in FIFA 21 Ultimate Team, because yeah, there will literally be like a week or 2 at max for you to be able to pack his base version, which is yeah, pretty mad. Just before we end, I do want to rediscuss the potential release date for icon swaps. Obviously, I said there's a good chance on Friday, and I stand by that. I think it's a very likely option, and hopefully some of the theories that I've spoken about previously indicate that it is coming this Friday, because I think a lot of people would enjoy it starting soon. But there is a chance that EA will want some prime icons available in the first batch of icon swaps, so maybe because of that, they'll have to wait till later in the month to actually release it, because obviously the prime icons aren't currently available until mid-December. So there is a chance it comes out later, but I hope that's not the case, because if that happens, I kind of feel like it'll interfere with footmas, and maybe they're replacing footmas, which I really hope isn't happening, because footmas for me is one of the best promos of the year. I love the daily content, I love the fact we get so many players, so hopefully footmas is not getting replaced, because as I say, I think it's one of the best promotions they do all year long. But they have already replaced a few different promotions this year, so that could very well be the case. Maybe we're just going to see an icon swap in December and not a footmas, which would be very sad. But hopefully they do both. Hopefully icon swap starts this week, and hopefully footmas starts mid-December like normal. It normally starts around the 13th to the 15th, as I say, the 2nd to 3rd week of December. So if icon swaps does drop this Friday and then footmas like a week or 2 later, it's going to be a pretty fun December, and there'll be plenty to do in the game, which will be great for obviously the holiday period. So guys, there you have it. We are coming towards the end of the video now. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like rating on it, and be sure to be active in the comment section down below. I want to hear from you guys. Are you excited for icon swaps in FIFA 21? How do you think it's going to go, and which players do you think will feature? Let me know all that good stuff down below. If you're new around here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Plenty of content coming your way, especially throughout December. It's going to be a pretty busy month, so expect plenty of uploads. And if you haven't already, give that notification bell a click as well, and that way you'll be notified when I upload, or at least will in theory anyway, because you never know with YouTube. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.